Here are the answers for warm-ups on April 29th. So the first table asks you for the quadratic equation. So I've copied it down here, and I want to write the equation in the standard form. So when we're done, it's going to look like y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And to do that, the first thing I do is I find my pattern. So from 4 to 12, it looks like the value increases by 8. And then from 12 to 26, it goes up by 14. And from 26 to 46, it goes up by 20. And then the second difference, because the quadratic has the highest power of being a 2, we look at the second difference, it goes up by 6, and this goes up by 6, so it does go up by the same thing. So to write the equation, one thing is to realize that we take half of the second difference, and that's the value of a. So half of 6 is 3, which means we have 3x squared plus bx plus c. The next thing to find usually is the y-intercept, and that's when x is equal to 0. So I'm going to have to work backwards, but I know my pattern. It went down by 20, down by 14, down by 8, so next one's going to go down by 2. So if I then go to 8, 14, 20, see how it still goes up by 6 as the second difference? So 2 is the y-intercept. Y equals 3x squared plus bx plus 2. And now I can just use some algebra to find the value of b. So I'm going to take any coordinate that doesn't have 0 in it. Let's say this one. So that means my x values become 1 and my y values become 4. So 4 equals, as in y became a 4, 3 times 1 squared plus b times 1 plus 2. Simplify this as much as I can. 1 squared is 1 times 3 is 3. b times 1 means you have a single b plus 2. Combine like terms, so 4 equals 5 plus b. Subtract 5 from both sides, and b would be negative 1. So my equation, y equals 3x squared minus 1x plus 2. And to double check that equation, take another coordinate. Let's say x is 2. Does that give me the answer of 12? So 2 squared is 4 times 3 is 12 minus 1 times 2 is 2 plus 2, and sure enough, that would give me 12 for my answer. The second problem looks like this. I ask you what the exponential equation is. And for the exponential equation, what you want to do is realize what you're multiplying by. So the form is y equals a times b to the x power. I do know the y-intercept, so it's y equals 10 times b to the x power. And then to find out what I multiply by as I go across, well, the opposite of multiplying is dividing. So I take two consecutive numbers, let's say 4 and 10, and divide them. I'm going to do 10 divided by 4, and I get 2.5. And then if I take, let's say, 25 and 10, the next two numbers next to each other, 25 divided by 10 is also, and you'll get 2.5 all the way across. That means I found my multiplier. So 10 times 2.5 to the x power is my equation. And the last problem just asked you to solve for x, and there's just a little distributive property. So first thing, realizing or remembering that we're going to multiply both of these by a negative 2, or we're going to do the opposite of multiplying by both of those by 2. So negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6, equals 3x plus 1. If I did this by circling my terms, I would take 2 times x to get 2x. I would take 2 times negative 3 to get negative 6. But then this means you do the opposite of everything that happened here. And you can see you get the exact same thing. Anyway, to finish this up, I would then add 2 x's to both sides. I would then subtract 1 from both sides. And then I would get a giant 1 on both sides, so x equals 1. And to check my answer, I would go back and say if x is 1, 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is also 4. So sure enough, when x is 1, it balanced my equation.